This is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your monthly angel card reading for October 2016. For this monthly reading, we're going to be using Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot deck. And for your special message card, we're going to be using the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, also by Doreen Virtue. So before we get into the energy of the month of October, we are going to figure out which one of these special message cards is going to be for you. And normally, I know that you all know that I use crystals to determine your special message card. But this month I thought I would be a little bit different. It's my birthday month, and it's a month of new beginnings, as we'll soon find out when I talk about it. And so we're going to use a little bit of numerology to pick your special message card this month. So we're going to use 3 different numbers, and it's going to be your number of choice for your special message. The first number of choice is 111. And if you think about the vibration of the number 1, it's all about the individual, it's all about your identity, it's about courage, it's about initiation, new beginnings. And if we add 111 up, it actually equals a 3. And the 3 is about creative self-expression and expansion and joy and optimism and even abundance energies. Your second number of choice is going to be 222. And the number 2 is all about relationships and partnerships. And it's about balance and harmony and compromise and diplomacy. It's a very peaceful number. It's a very intuitive number. And if we add 222 together, we get a number 6. That number 6 vibration is all about home and family. It's about our emotions, our feelings. It's about being empathic. It's about balancing our career with our home life. And it's about success and recognition. And your third number of choice, I bet you can guess it, is going to be 333. Now, we already talked about the number 3 being about expansion and creative self-expression. It's about communication in all its various forms. It is about growth. It is about abundance and prosperity in different ways, and it's about paying attention to the thoughts, your thought processes in your mind, your belief systems, and making sure they're in a positive space. And if we add 333 together, we get the number 9. The number 9 is a number of the humanitarian. It's about selfless service to humanity. It's about compassion and unconditional love. It's very artistic and romantic and creative. And it's about the ending of a cycle and being able to release and let go of what we no longer need. So again, your numbers of choice for your special message card this month is 111, 222, or 333. Okay. So let's get into the energies of October here a little bit before we look at the cards from our angels and guides. So in order to look at the month of October, I want to just recap the month of September very quickly. Now, September was a 9 universal month and a 9 universal year. We had eclipses going on. We had Mercury retrograde going on. We had the last Saturn square Neptune happening. It was a very intense month. A lot of transitioning energies and changing energies going on. I know a lot of you out there had a challenging time with some of these energies, as did I myself. And like you, I also went through some transitions and some endings and releasing that had to be done. And I think now that we're moving into October, we're going to see a very different energy, okay? We're going to see an energy of new beginnings, because when we add the number 9, which is the universal vibration for 2016, to October, which is the 10th month, we get a 19. And when we reduce that 19 down, as we do in numerology, we take the 1 plus the 9, and it equals a 10. And of course, the 1 plus the 0 is a 1. So, whereas September was that 9 energy of releasing, letting go, purging, changing. It's about things coming to an end, circumstances, situations, relationships, our thoughts, our belief systems, purging a lot of emotional stuff, a lot of past life energies being purged. Now we go into this 1 universal month of October, and it's about a fresh start. It's about a new beginning. It's about a new direction. It's about taking charge. It's about our sense of identity, our confidence, our courage to move forward as we've left the past behind, or we're leaving the past behind to move forward into a new direction, into that new energy. So it's going to be, again, this fresh start, and we're going to feel a lot better, I believe, in this month of October. However, we do have to take notice that it is a 19 month before we reduce it down. And that number 19 is actually a karmic vibration in numerology. And one thing that 19 is about, it's about death and rebirth that's mixed together, because remember, the 1 is about new beginnings, but the 9 of the 19 is still about endings and closure. So we're still in this process of closing out that old cycle. We're still in this process of letting go of energies that we no longer need. And it's going to be this balance of energy now, rather than strictly being a 9 energy of releasing and letting go, or the end of a cycle. We now have this 1 as well intermingled with it, so that we can get into a new beginning in a new direction. So we're having to balance the two. We're still in this period a little bit of tying up loose ends, or letting go of energies, whatever they may be, that we no longer need. And partly too, we are going with the flow, which is a 9 vibration, where we have to just kind of trust and have faith in the universe and go with the flow and allow things to kind of unfold in divine timing. But now that we have the 1 in there as well, we can now take charge as well. We can also make things happen. We can kind of be the leader of our own destiny. So again, we're merging these two things, where sometimes we're taking action to make things happen, or to make a new decision or a new choice to move in a new direction, but we're also needing to couple that with going with the flow and still allowing a little bit for divine timing. The other thing the number 19 means from a karmic perspective is that we're learning how to stand on our own 2 feet. We're learning how to be independent, while at the same time ask for help and assistance, or combine our efforts with other people when need be. So it's both a group energy, where again we're looking to others for assistance or support or advice, but we're also looking at that 1 energy of being our own independent self, taking charge and standing again on our own 2 feet and making things happen for ourselves. So it's a lot of merging types of energies going on from a numerological perspective. Now, the number 19, as far as the 19th major arcana in the tarot deck, is the Sun card. Now, that is a very, very positive card. Whenever I see the Sun card, and those of you that do tarot, I know that you know and feel the same way, that the Sun card is a very bright and joyous and happy card. It's about success. It's about recognition. It's about shining our light wherever it is that we need to shine our light, which is often why it's about our career path and our destiny path, because whatever our career path and our destiny path is, whatever we're passionate about doing out in the world, whatever we're passionate about being out in the world, is where we shine the brightest. And that's what the sun is where we shine the brightest. It's our sense of individuality, our sense of self, and shining our inner light out for all the world to see. So again, that sun can be about success and recognition and career, and receiving some sort of benefits or opportunities or awards this month in your chosen destiny path or career path. So again, the sun energy for the month of October, very, very positive and wonderful energy. Okay, so let's look at the highlights astrologically in the month of October. Now, this is just the highlights. On October 7th, there's a few things happening. October 7th, we have Mercury, the planet of communication, our thoughts, moving out of Virgo. Now remember, that's where it went retrograde. So it was in Virgo for a really long time. And when it first went retrograde back in August in Virgo, it was at the last degree of Virgo, the 29th degree of Virgo. Now it's just moving into, on October 7th, the 1st degree of Libra. So on the 6th, it was at that last degree of Virgo again, that critical degree. Now we're moving into this new energy where our thoughts are more balanced and more harmonious. Our ability to communicate with other people in our lives is going to go a lot more harmonious, a lot more beneficial. there's more of an equality feeling here. When it comes to the give and take in relationships and speaking what it is that we need from other people in relationships. There is, again, a more balanced energy with our own thought processes. Now, also on that day, the sun is in Libra and it squares Pluto in Capricorn. Now, this is going to cause some sort of transformation or empowerment energies to play out. This may be with other people, it may just be within yourself, to where you're feeling more empowered or you're needing to take your power back regarding some sort of idea, belief, thought, or situation. Or again, it could play out with other people to where there might be a situation that is disempowering you in some way, or trying to take your power in some way, and you need to stand in your truth and take your power back. Also on the 7th of October, Saturn, the planet that rules karma and karmic circumstances and rules lessons that we're here to learn. And Saturn is not negative. Saturn is just trying to teach us responsibility, how to take responsibility for ourselves through the lessons that he gives us. Now, Saturn is in a challenging aspect or a square aspect to the North Node and the South Node on the 7th. Now, it's been in this square aspect for quite a long time. It hasn't been exact, but the nodes have been hanging out at about 12 degrees of Pisces and Virgo for quite a long time. So we've been on the precipice of this karmic movement of energy, or this karmic redirection of energy that just hasn't quite been being redirected quite yet. But now that on the 7th of October, Saturn is directly squaring the North Node and the South Node, it's like a karmic turning point to where things are going to start moving now. We're going to start being able to release the karmic lessons of the past, if that's what we're choosing to do, and to move into a new direction. Remember, the South Node is about the past. It's about past karmic patterns. It is about past life energies that we've lived maybe over and over again in lifetimes and carried forward into this life. The North Node is the new direction. It's about what we're aspiring to move towards. It's about the future. And so again, with Saturn squaring the nodes on October 7th, there's a karmic redirection of energy that's happening so we can start moving forward in a better and brighter way. Now on October 15th or 16th, depending on where you are in the world, we have a full moon in Aries. Again, sign of new beginnings. And this full moon in Aries is at 23 degrees, and it's conjuncting Uranus in Aries, the planet of sudden and unexpected situations, the planet of surprises, the planet of freedom, the planet of breaking free of situations or energies that we no longer need. And with this full moon coming up on the 15th, 16th, and in fact, I feel like from the 7th, when we have that karmic turning point with Saturn and the nodes up until the 15th and 16th in that full moon, is going to be a very important time period as far as, again, breaking free of the past, or continuing to break free, or continuing to tie up loose ends so that we can move forward in a bigger and brighter way towards, again, our sense of courage, independence, self-identity, and new beginnings, which is that Aries energy. And then we're going to move to the 18th of October. This is when Venus, the planet of love, relationships, partnerships, as well as money and finances, moves out of Scorpio and into the sign of Sagittarius, which is a very freedom-oriented energy, a very independent and inspirational kind of energy. And it will be in Sagittarius until November 12th. So Venus is in Sagittarius from the 18th of October till the 12th of November. She's going to feel a lot more freedom-oriented. There's a lot more blessings that can come in too, because Sagittarius is the sign of blessings. So I feel like with money and finances, there might be some unexpected blessings coming in with Venus and Sagittarius. But also as far as relationships, we're going to feel, again, a lot more independent and freedom-oriented, and maybe not wanting to be tied down quite as much or even make a commitment. So that's going to play out in relationships as well. On the 22nd of October, the sun moves into Scorpio, which is the time period that it moves into Scorpio every year. And on the 24th, 2 days later, Mercury is going to move into Scorpio. So it zipped right through Libra from the 7th of October It was in Libra, and now Mercury is moving into the, Scorpio on the 24th. So now our thought processes get a lot more deep and serious. We become more contemplative. We become more intuitive. We become more connected to subconscious patterns of empowering ourselves, which is a Scorpio kind of theme. Then we're going to jump all the way forward to the 30th of October, the second to the last day of the month, and this is when we have a new moon in Scorpio at 7 degrees. Now, the new moon that we had before was on the very last day of September. So on the last day of September, we had a new moon in Libra, which signified new beginnings for October. Now on the 30th of October, we have a new moon in Scorpio, signifying new beginnings, but again in a deeper, more contemplative, more metaphysical kind of way, because that Scorpio energy very much deals with the psychology of things, our subconscious, issues of empowerment or standing in or holding on to our power or taking back our power. So again, these are the energies for October, very bright and uplifting, but still again some merging of these new beginning energies with, again, releasing still and tying up loose ends and letting go of the past. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first card for the month of October. All right. Okay. This is the Six of Fire. And the Six of Fire says, victory, good news is on the way, public recognition, or awards. This is a very, very good card to start out with for the month of October. This is saying to me that, it's almost like our angels and guides are saying, yay, congratulations everybody, you made it through September with all that intense energy, transitioning energy, the end of a cycle, the conclusion of a cycle of energies in a way with that 9-month and a 9-year. And our angels and guides are saying, victory is yours. You're now moving into a brighter, more creative, more abundant, more prosperous, more joyous and happy energy. The number 6 is definitely a number, again, about balancing, as above, so below. And balancing different aspects of our lives, balancing, again, the divine masculine and divine feminine energy, which is masculine of making things happen and taking action, and feminine of allowing and being receptive. That fire element is very creative. It's the element of spirit. So there's a very creative, inspirational, optimistic, and fiery energy here that is leading us forward as this knight on the horse is moving forward into a bigger and brighter future. So he's not galloping quite yet. But he's trotting. He's trotting ahead and he's moving forward, which is very, very positive. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second card for more information. All right, the second card is very good. We have the Magician with Archangel Raziel. I love this card. The message at the bottom says, you are ready, you have the resources or the ability to manifest them, and life is magical. Whenever I see this card with Archangel Raziel, the Magician, I always think of Merlin the Magician from the Arthurian times. And Archangel Raziel kind of reminds me of Merlin the Magician because he's that angel that creates through his visualization and his uplifting and inspiring thoughts his own reality. It makes me think of you are the creator of your reality. That's what the Magician is. Through your thoughts, your positive thoughts, your belief systems, your positive belief systems, you are creating and manifesting your reality through visualization, through magic. And we all have this magical energy within us. We all have this ability to create with our thoughts, with our emotions, with our ideas, with our beliefs. So move forward, Archangel Raziel says. Move forward and create. I feel like we might need to make a vision board of what it is that we want to create, the next step on our path. But this is a very positive card. I'm feeling like the use of metaphysical spiritual tools, they're saying, like using crystals, using essential oils, using flower essences, using, whatever spiritual tools you have at your disposal to create the reality that you are looking for. Let's take a look at the last card before we choose our special messages. And the last card is also a major arcana. This is Archangel Sandalphon, and it's major arcana number 5, the Unity card. And it says at the bottom, traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Now, Archangel Sandalphon, interestingly, is the archangel that carries our prayers and positive intentions to heaven so that they can be made manifest. And so they're telling me, this goes with Archangel Raziel, that they're working together, Archangel Raziel and Archangel Sandalphon, to help you to create your biggest, brightest, most abundant and prosperous future. Archangel Raziel with using your magic within, your mind, your visualization, and Archangel Sandalphon here carrying that magic or carrying those positive visualizations up to the universe or up to the heavens, if you will, so that they can be made manifest. Now, unity, and the message at the bottom, it makes me think that this is time that we're going to be meeting or needing to network with other people of like mind, other friends, other associates that are in a similar ideology or a similar belief system that we're in. Because as we come together, the power of two or more together creates a more magical and powerful energy than just you alone. And it doesn't mean that you alone can't do something or that you shouldn't try to do something, but I feel like here, as we unify our energies, as we come together with other people, and it could be just in a situation of talking and communicating about your ideas, about yourself and where you want to go, and just sharing that with one another. But in that sharing process, in that process of other people thinking about with you or inspiring you or supporting you, it's going to help raise not only your consciousness, but also your magical ability and manifestation abilities as you're moving forward. So I feel like here we're meeting people of all different types of what do I want to say? Again, belief systems. They don't have to believe the exact same thing as you as long as they're on the same page as you. So I feel like you're going to be meeting some new people throughout this month of October, or coming into and meeting more of your spiritual family. I feel like our spiritual family, those souls that we've maybe incarnated with from previous times that maybe we don't know yet. Hello everyone, I'm not sure what happened with our previous video for the month of October, but it cut me off at the end right before I did the special message card. So I'm here picking that up in another video, which I'll hopefully merge together for you. And I was just about to choose the special message card for the people that chose the number 111. And it had already popped up for me, and so I'm going to pull that out and we're going to take a look at it. Okay, this is a very positive card for 111 people. Ostera and fertility. Beautiful card. It says, it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So this is telling you, 111 people, that this is a good time to try to put your energies out there in many different directions. I feel like not necessarily just focusing on one thing, but I feel like you're going to be very busy focusing on multiple things this month. And just as this says, this is a time to give new birth to new directions, new ideas, and really put yourself out there on the creative path. This is, again, a very prosperous and abundant time for you with this energy of fertility. Meaning that, again, as you kind of plant seeds this month, that those seeds are going to be fertile and they're going to start to grow and they're going to start to give birth to a lot of things. And if you're unsure which ones to plant, which seeds to plant, or what ideas to focus on, I feel like you should really maybe put some energy towards multiple things again, and then see which ones start to flow, see which ones start to unfold. And those are going to be clues to you that those are the creative directions that you're supposed to follow, at least in the short term of this month of October. So again, she's holding this basket with many eggs in it. So I feel like, again, you're going to be wearing many hats and doing multiple things. Very, very busy this month, which is a very, very good thing. All right, for those of you that chose 222, okay, so let me give this a shuffle here and ask for the card for 222 people, and there's one here calling my attention. Okay, this is Bridget, and she says, don't back down. It says, stand up for what you believe is right. Okay, I feel like this is a message for 222 people as far as that sense of power that we talked about throughout the month. Owning your power, stepping into your power, owning your power, taking back your power. This is definitely a message that says, don't hide your truth and don't back down from your truth. Now, I feel like, you know, you should temper that and balance that with compassion and unconditional love. So don't come out swinging and fighting, but you definitely want to be firm and gently and lovingly assertive with your energies and not back down from what you believe is right for you, what direction is right for you, or what your truth is. Let me see if there's anything else that comes up. They're saying to be in your heart chakra, so that's just another indication about coming out of a place of compassion and unconditional love. Be in your heart chakra when you do this. You know, open up that heart and unconditional love, not just towards other people, but also towards yourself, because that is going to be how you're going to you know, hold on to your truth or empower yourself, is by loving yourself and nurturing yourself and knowing that you are worthy and deserving of holding on to and expressing that truth within you or that power within you. All right, for those of you that chose 333, all right, let's give this a little bit of a shuffle here. And right away, this one pops up for 333. Ooh, another good card, Pele with Divine Passion. And it says, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? This almost has another flavor of that energy of empowerment, right? This is about really kind of balancing that sacral chakra, which is your chakra of passion and creative self-expression. And by following your passion, whatever that might be, by feeling your passion in life, you know, this isn't just about passion towards your life path, although it certainly is that too, but it's about feeling that just passion within yourself for life, for yourself, for love, for adventure, you know, and as you come into that sense of passion, you're going to really be able to create and again manifest. It makes me go back to the magician card that we had earlier, to create and manifest what it is that you desire. Desire is a strong energy. You know, what we desire, that energy of desire really helps to put forth this creative element towards manifesting what it is that we want in our lives. So I feel like you're needing to do something creative, which could be dance, which could be art or coloring or doing pottery or doing a vision board. Anything that's creative, I feel like you should do this month to help kind of churn up that energy of passion within you so that you are connected to that and live out your passion. So I hope you've liked this monthly angel card reading. If you like this, I ask that you share or comment or subscribe to my channel. Take a look at my other videos. Look at my Facebook posts on Colleen, Lemma, or Sacred Soul Empowerment. I do daily empowering posts as well as astrological posts there. I would love to see you there in some of your comments. I want to thank all of you for all of the support and the love that you send to me. I feel that energy each and every day as I do my work, and it helps to inspire me and move forward on my own path. So thank you so much. I'm grateful and thankful for each and every one of you, and I send you all many, many blessings of love and light. Until next time, Namaste.